All right, there we go. And there go all the dings. Howdy, everyone. It's Crow's Nest No Quarter. This one's episode 60, and I just called it Salty Waters. I guess we'll just talk about the raid because, you know, that's what's happening, and anything else that anyone wants to talk about, I guess. So the link is in the YouTube chat if you want to come and join us. There's a couple of spots open, but at the moment we'll say howdy to everyone who's here. So howdy, Watchman.
Hi, everyone.
And we've got Magic Mike. Oh, come on. His mic was working so well too. Anyway, we'll come back to him. And we've got Ross Crow.
Good evening, everyone.
We've got Shane Howe.
Hello, peoples.
Toxic's here.
G'day, everyone. How are we going?
Damnation's here. I think he's going to talk.
Hello, world.
There you go. And I'm RB. So, yeah, I guess we'll just talk about the raid and how it's all going and what targets you're hitting and, you know, blah, 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 blah. So take it away.
Well, for me, I'm just scrubbing through using manicores. Well, if I didn't pull a faux pas, they had those deals come up, and I could have swore that it said upgrade all the way for my Saturns for 100 coin. So I fucking bought it. But apparently it wasn't. It was my damn manicores to do them up. So I guess I wasted 100 coin there doing that shit. But I've just been hitting the 60s. Hit 5 sets, 2 hours damage, go watch a movie. If I remember to come back in a little while, I'll go hit some more targets and go watch another movie. It just really sucks for as long as I've been playing the game to have to just grovel my way through this shit. It's not enticing to me at all. So I'm at 2.9 million and I don't plan on getting very much in nothing. So that's where I'm at.
Are they scatter manicores or?
Yes, okay. Scatter manicores.
Mm-hmm.
So
guess that sucks about the upgrade.
Yeah, but it was their 100 coin anyway, so I don't give a shit.
Fair enough. It's not quite so bad then.
I had my Saturns already. Hi, Joey. I had my Saturns already at U2, and the deal came up for $10, $9.99 to take the whole lot to U3, which is it was £8.07 UK money. I thought, yeah, that's a no-brainer because I knew you could virtually you can do the 104s for free with them, you know, and it saves about 30 plus days of upgrade. I just went, yeah, I'll have that, and now I can do the 104s for free repair basically, which is nice. So I'm slowly grinding away with them, you know. But I've banked loads of them, and what I'll do is I'll probably put a Grease Monkey Crew on and then hit the 106s, and I'll get 75k for every one of those that I hit. So that will like raise my points up quite fast, you know. But that currently I've just been slow grinding on the 104s with the U3 Saturns from the deal.
Hey, real quick, RB, I know Ross is a great-looking guy, but we don't have to have the screen locked on him.
No worries.
Oh, is it locked on me? That's awesome. You should have let me know when I would have started doing some moves or something.
Look at that. And of course, Ross today is brought to you by Yamaha, and he'll be getting all his sponsorship and kickbacks after that. So, oh, very good.
But now I'm going straight to me, I guess. Maybe I started out really, just getting my ass kicked. I mean, to tell you the truth, I didn't have an upgraded fleet. I had a full fleet of Saturns, which I thought was pretty well built. I was highly mistaken. Apparently, it just stuck, and I did not do the cloud hide. I did not do the whatever draw them back thing. I just tried to go on there and bowl my way through the target, and just didn't work. I mean, it was an utter failure for me. Coin wise, it was not going to go my way. So I started watching some videos. I learned the little trick on to draw the fleets into the clouds, but I got to tell you, I did adapt to it somewhat. I don't have enough patience to do all that bullshit where I'm not doing 11 minutes a target. It's not happening. And so what I can draw them down. I'll draw the ghost crawlers in, and then it's on from there, and I'm driving through. But I did take the $20 deal to upgrade, and that's what changed it for my game style. I know that people are doing amazing scores, instant repair, that type of thing by doing the draw. You draw them back down into the cloud with one ship and then firing on them from hiding. But
that's what I'm doing.
But in my opinion, that's 11 minutes of bullshit. I mean, I don't mind doing 5. Okay, you know what I mean? But you guys are kidding. I'm not doing it that long. So I called in some help, and I had some friend to help me prep the 106s, and I just blasted it out. And I think I'm at 29 million, and I hit the 104s. They hit the 106s, and they hooked me up. So that's how mine went. It went relatively smooth when I called in for friends.
Yeah, I have heard and seen a bit of that going on. So it seems to be a pretty good tactic. If you've not, let's help each other, and it's a good way of doing it. So.
Hello, Joey.
Well, hello, guys. I'm doing good. Shane, I ain't doing too hot in this raid. I tell you what, I'm struggling with them, but I got 4 Nemesis built for the first one. I should have 5 for the second one. But only one I can't do them big targets. I done got up in them mothers, and boy, they just eating my lunch.
Right. Now, that's because you're not trying to draw them back down into the clouds or anything like that. But I actually, or you are.
Yeah. And I like it that way because, I mean, they're not really pulling me that bad. But, it's a grind, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, for me, I'm pretty similar to Ross. I can't be bothered just sitting there mucking around in clouds and stuff like that. It's too time consuming. So I'd rather just take the hit and use a grease monkey and just try and blast through them. So I've been hitting mainly. I started off just hitting the 102s. And I'll probably go back to that, but I've certainly, done a few 104s and 106s. So I kind of enjoy them, to be honest. There's a lot of good, really, really, really good videos out.
Yeah.
Which are very helpful, and it's really good to see that people are doing that. It's like it's so helpful for the community, and it makes, I think it's just a good thing, because we went for such a long time with nobody doing it because they were so disheartened and all the rest of it with all the changes that have been going on. So it's really good to see that happening. And I'm having, once I worked out the deal with how to get your mines laying and all that sort of thing, I'm having a blast trapping stuff and blowing it out of it. And it does make a bit of lag when the mines go off, and there's a few tricks to those. So I know certainly I was a bit pissed off because at one stage I got myself cornered, and I'm like, I'll just retreat out of it. But because I'd laid so many mines everywhere, every time one of the mines went off, I couldn't retreat, and I was like, But anyway, you get around it and you work it out. And,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been quite
I've
enjoying it.
been working.
I'll say this from the perspective of the Saturn user, though. Anybody who has watched the video of seeing the U3 flagship cruising by the shrouded boats and killing them without them ever firing a shot, and still wants to say these targets aren't designed for upgrade number 3 is way full of shit. I'll say that.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Thank
It changed everything when I took the for my style. I guess I don't have anything else to compare it to somebody else's style because I just know my style. And hell yeah, it made a huge. It was night and day. It was whether I'm going to sit and do this raid, or or walk away. That 24. No, serious. I'm not. It was that much. It's totally tuned for it. So now I guess if the shroud and the cloudy 11-minute per target deal, that is apparently, if you're meaning that tune for that style, I don't see how you could tune for that style because half the fleet is hidden in a cloud. So I mean, it's definitely tuned for a U3 in my opinion. I agree.
Well, I want to ask a question. Does anybody ever have is it best to have Saturns take out that ghost crawler, or is it easier with a Nemesis?
Well, it's Saturns, I would have thought.
Saturns for sure.
That's what I thought. I was thinking about building me a couple of them Saturns nets go around and just have that take out the ghost crawler, and then put the Saturns over in the cloud and use the Nemesis to take out the base.
Can you get anyone to come in with Saturns and prep the ghost crawlers out for you?
Dude, we ain't got nobody over in the sector I'm in. I'm over in 49 in sector 49, and we're struggling our butts off.
That's too bad.
Because you can prep out just the 2 ghost crawlers and then jump out again and let the player come in with the NEMs,
You're right, and that's really the way to help people out.
Right. Just forget about the blitz and just knock out the ghost crawler, then go out and go crap the bit and just get the bonus.
Yeah.
All right, we might try that when we get back over. Where's everybody at? What all sectors are y'all in?
I'm over in 78.
78.
I'm down in 7.
30 we're in.
I'm up in 89.
35, but I don't have the stuff to help.
Looks like we've got most of the worlds covered.
I'm over in 49 all along. Ain't nobody close by.
That's no good.
I was in 72, but I moved to 49.
Yeah. Oh, I guess, it might just be worth, having a look around at maybe some sectors nearby and see if there's anyone doing it that way, and see if you can swap them out with somebody or something like that, perhaps.
Very true.
Just have a look at the other towers, and that might be an option. So
yeah, we over struggling. I tell you what, it's hard when you got to struggle on this mess.
Yeah. I guess though, the last raid was certainly seemed to favor Nemis more, so I guess it kind of balances it out a bit more. But I'm the same with Damnation. There's and Ross. It's the U3 is certainly the way to go, and it does kind of concern me a little that we're going to need U4 next raid or something like that. So
I was thinking that, yeah, probably U4 or something, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like the famous R16 fleet. So we'll see how we go.
But when that U3 deal came up for me, I said it was like £8.7p UK money, and it was a no-brainer because I probably would have spent 100 gold or more smashing through stuff, So basically, I got. I would have spent more than that probably doing the 104s anyway. But now it meant that my fleet is instantly upgraded to U3 as well. You know, it saved me 30 days of upgrade time, so it's all virtually no brainer because obviously I need that the shipyard to build the new hull seat. So you know,
in my opinion, it was a good one. It was like it's their go-to point now. I think when the events are not going well and they need to make the money, in my opinion, they put out these awesome $20 deals. Now we've had it 2 months in a row. We had that really awesome Saturn 30 days worth of tokens for $20, and now they put the all upgrade up to U3 up for maximum from from U nothing to U3 for what, $20 US. In my opinion, is that same price point of, oh, here we go. We need to make the monthly quota. Here's your $20 deal. And I think it really was a great deal both months in a row.
I think you got cheated there, Ross. I saw that deal for $10.
No. It matches only it goes to whatever you had. Like if your ships were, or if you had some were U1, U2, and you had only a few left to go, then you got the $10 deal. I didn't rank mine at all. You know what I mean? So they brought mine from U zip to all the way up.
I think the deals this time in the last week, month or so, have been a lot better deals than what we've seen in the past. Some of them were ridiculously, they're asking a couple of $100 for things, and this time it's $10, $20, and that's much more within a range of the majority of the playing base. I think, you know what I mean. That's not mad, like some of the previous offers have been,
Yeah, for sure.
Unfortunately, though, what's actually happening is we're going from a play to win business model to a pay to play business model where you just buy everything and then use it, as opposed to where you could actually play for it and compete for it in the game to earn these things. Now you're just paying for it. So, you're basically chucking your money at pixels to not just pay for repairs and stuff now, but to even get the stuff to be able to play in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
I think they've crunched things down so much where there isn't enough time to actually do things anymore, and they've realized it. So maybe they're trying to make an avenue so that you can get there.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what it seems like, because all the build times are so long.
Oh, no, I think they knew exactly what they were doing. They put all this pressure, so now it's easier for you to just say, hey, here's $10. Now I don't have to worry about that pressure. Or here's $20. Now I don't have to worry about that pressure. They knew exactly what they were doing.
And I bit, even though I said I wasn't going to do it anymore, but you couldn't. To me, it was like has been said, a no-brainer, because it saves so many days in the shipyard. And I've always been saying that I'd rather have a whole lot of people giving me a couple of bucks than just a few giving me a lot of bucks, because when those few go away, or one of those few go away, you lost a lot. If you get the small, spenders that'll do those small deals, there's a whole lot of them, and if you lose a couple of those, you're not really killing yourself.
Yeah.
So I'd rather depend on a lot more people.
That's it. I mean, if you want to spend $10 and then grind away on the 104s, you can now do that if you had the Saturns, and then your raid is virtually free. After that, you spent $10, and that's not bad for a raid in the big scheme of things,
But you've already got the new. What's the new parts that are coming out? I didn't even look. I haven't done anything in this raid, so. But there's new parts that you're gonna have to be putting on to be competitive in the next raid.
Oh, so, in the next week's FM, you mean? There's a few parts getting released again. Yeah.
He's talking about the scatter systems and
that's it. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
This current raid. What the thing I complained about last week? How every single fucking week we have to put something new on our goddamn ships.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I don't like that.
And it's not going to get any better. So I mean, I got a full fleet. They're all U1. 3 of them are U2. I just tried a 81. I got 60,000 points for it, and over an hour repair. I parked the thing back in the dock, and that's it. That's my ride done. I can't be bothered. It's just too much.
That's a full fleet, right?
That's a full fleet, yeah. All 5 of them, plus everything decked out. So, yeah, I think I'm going to take a little hiatus from the game, see what goes on, come back in a few months, get a whole heap of shit for nothing. So,
Yeah, I guess too, like a few people have said, the timing of the deals is quite interesting because I don't know if it was before the raid or just as the raid started, there was another 20-day deal, but this time you got 75 gold to go with it as well. So it was like, so they sweetened it even more. So I guess if it's working for them, you know, like we've all said, you know, I guess it's all about what you see value in and you know, whether it's taking the pressure off or, you know, I know Mickey Rogers was saying in chat that, you know, his is still, you know, U0 and he's still doing the raid. So I guess, you know, it is our choice as to what we do and how we do it. So in my opinion, it's like I think, as Watchman said, you know, these are a lot more attractive deals because they're like, you know, they're not $50. They're, you know, it's not so bad.
yeah, that's true, and I don't begrudge anyone who takes that deal. It's, you know, I took it a few weeks back when there was a cheap deal,
Yeah.
and but yeah, it's just that as a level 125, I've been in the game now for a little over 7 years. I don't need to be grinding 60s and 80 sets. There's no way. If that's what they want me to do, nah.
Have you Toxic? Have you got a full fleet of Saturns?
Yeah, I've got full fleet of Saturns. All of them are U1, and 3 of them are U2.
So what was it? The $10 deal would get you into the 104s for free repair, mate.
Yeah, no, it's not, because next month I'll have to have all the other crap on, and I have to spend. And then there'll be the new fleet out, and you're gonna have to spend money on that. And I'm not doing it.
Have you got the FM fleet yet?
I've got dragons. That's all I got. And like I said, I'm just taking a bit of a breather.
Okay.
And it's just gone over the top, you know. And I'm not grinding. I mean, I've done all the cloud stuff in the last raid, and yeah, it's boring as hell. It's just not. It's not fun anymore. That's best way I can say it. It's just pure boring.
I just have a show on another screen or something while I'm grinding away. You know what I mean? Just to stop the boredom. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the way I work it. You know what I mean?
Well, like for example, when I do a raid, my goal is to do a raid for as cheap as possible, not to spend $10 so I can do a raid for as cheap as possible. That seems very counterproductive to me.
It was also the time saved in upgrading anyway. I mean, you know, it completely finished the upgrade to as far as
you mean
the highest level you can get.
The upgrades we never should have had in the first place. Those upgrades.
Theoretically, yes, but you know, but yeah, I mean, I thought, okay, look, now I've got to concentrate on the new FM fleet. I need the shipyard time, so you know that takes them to the highest level. Just go that way, you know.
Yeah, I think taking the pressure off the FM is going to be, you know, is going to make a big difference. So.
You know, it's ironic. This is the one raid I've decided to not blitz it or, you know, use Grease Monkeys yet. I'm just actually decided to grind it through. And for the first 24 hours, my internet was down. And now my main computer that I used to play on has crapped out. So I've flipped over to one of my Mac Pros. But it's weird driving on that computer because I'm just not used to it. It's not set up. The screen calibration is completely different, you know, because it's set up for video color grading and editing, and it's it's a 4K screen, and it's everything is like zoom miles out at the moment. Everything looks minuscule. You know what I mean?
Gonna make life a bit tricky, but yeah. Cool. And are there any techniques that people have found other than?
I want to go back on something, and because it really confuses me how like an entire group of people who were so angry about having upgrades in the first place are like happily spending $10 to $20 to do them at this point. That boggles my mind, and I was wondering if somebody could maybe explain that to me.
I'm not happily spending it, in my opinion. I'm really not.
Well, I mean, from what I'm hearing by several people on the panel, they were happily spending it.
Oh yeah, no. I just think it's their go-to price point when they're panic mode now. So I might take advantage of it, in my opinion. And this is how I'm looking at it: is I used to coin more than that, right? But I coin less than that now. So I might hold off and watch for those panic points, and just take advantage of those, you know. And so for me, those panic points have done me pretty well, you know.
Well, to be honest, it really feels like that they're getting their money's worth out of that AI they just paid for. They're really feeling or figuring out how to get the money out of people, how to pressure point them, and then I don't know, just prey on them to fucking spend that money because they feel like they need to and have to save some time to get this stuff done. I think that that AI shit's fucking working great for them, which I think is crock shit. But
I mean, to me though, it all just comes back to what we've always said about lots of times we're our own worst enemies, you know, because we complained about this whole upgrade system, and now people are handing out money hand over fist to do it, and you know, it's like it just seems that nobody has the tenacity to stick to their guns.
Well, this particular upgrade system, once it was U3, meant you could do the 104s for free. So you got your money back and then some, on if you're willing to grind it. You know, because I would have spent more money with the damage I would have taken if I didn't have the fleet at U3. So,
but you're overlooking the bigger point that I'm making here.
Oh no, I fully understand that. You know, it was never happy to have to keep doing the upgrades. You know what I mean? But slight tangent. But the thing is these upgrades, as we said, have been a lot cheaper. They've been a lot more reasonable than they have been in the past. You know, when they've been things it was $100, $50 or more, and these have been $10, $20, and that's better. Going forward, that's a much better way for the company to work, where more it comes within the realm, more people can afford it, rather than only the very elite can have the best, and other players start falling behind or dropping out. You know, I think it's better. It's not perfect, and I don't agree with everything about it, but at least this seems to be better than it was in the past, much better. You know.
Yeah, like I know what you're saying, Damnation, and I do agree. It's, you know, no one was happy about the upgrades, but you know, they're not going away. They're not suddenly going to just get rid of them. So,
well, especially a lot of people are paying $10 or $20 to have them done.
Yeah, but you know, if you're spending more than that in the raid to do it, you know, it is what it is. So it's where you see value. You know, you certainly saw it in the 20 days of tokens. So it's just, you know, where it is. And I was the same. You know, I had made that investment to get me ahead and catch me up and take the pressure off, and then, you know, I guess you.
Well, but I view the 20 days worth of tokens as a much different thing, because build time is something that's always been in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the whole upgrade system is something that's fairly new, and everybody was like, "We don't want this. We don't want this. We don't want this." And like I said, now they're happily paying for it, and it just doesn't make any sense to me.
I get where you're coming from, but I mean, the deal to me, it was like pay $10 to get into a bar and then drink for free all night. You know.
So then you're not drinking for free. You're paying $10.
You know, so I paid $10, but now I can play for free. And I would have spent more than $10 doing the raid if I hadn't have done the upgrade. So in actual fact, it was a saving both in upgrade time and how much money I would have spent over the course of the raid. So from my perspective, it was a financial. It worked for me. It might not be for everybody. It depends how they play their game, and but for me, it was. So.
Sorry, Watchman. Welcome, Cuddle.
Hello, everyone.
How you doing?
Oh, the raid is going fine for me. I bought the $10 deal, and so all of my NEMs are at U3, and the community has been very good about posting videos out there on how to do it.
Cuddlefish, I will say this. I will not give you shit about buying that deal because you're one of the very few people that said from the beginning you like the upgrade system. So I give you no shit for buying it.
Thank you. God, it feels bad. All right. It's very hard to justify, and so. But what about all those dragon tokens that were added?
I know, right? It's nice to finally see them. So,
is anybody modifying their dragons as we speak to move some of this technology for the Praetorians down onto their dragons?
I will be, definitely. Yep.
Are you really?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
The Galea system's going down, the penetrative sync drive is going down, and the explosive batteries, all 5 of them are going onto my dragons. That increases my dragon's life by its survival by about almost double. So, and that's just a couple of days per. Easily done with the tokens that are in here. I'm not going to have a Praetorian fleet anytime soon, if ever, so I need to get every drop of time I can out of these dragons. No one else is doing that?
Yeah, no, I'm certainly doing it. At the moment, I'm just, I stacked all my tokens, so I think I'm up to my 4th Praetorian blank, so I'm like we said last week, there's no benefit in early adoption. So I'm just going to wait and see what happens with them. I'm not really that impressed with the rockets. So the new Pylum rocket, I don't really know how that's going to go. So I'm going to wait and see that in action. But for sure, my dragons, I'll be working on, straight away.
And with the tokens, yeah, it's totally worth it. And you can even move the Galea system. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but you can put that all the way down onto your icebreakers. That extra survival on there will make them survive better. You can't move the weapon down because the weapon is just too heavy. But the specials and all that, those can move down. Pretty nice.
What's it, about 6 million points for the dragon tokens? Something like that.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it's yes, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Will that explosive system or explosive battery stack with the Galea?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And since my Praetorians aren't going to be ready anytime soon, I may as well get something out of that explosive battery, right? So slap it on my dragons.
Yeah, that was my plan as well, to put it on the dragons, and then next raid get them for the Praetorians. If I'm if I'll have more an idea of of how they're going to work and you know, the best way to do it. And given that we're, you know, seeing bloody specials and weapons and armors and, you know, everything coming out every week, it's like, well, you know, I'd be crazy to do it any other way. But for sure, my dragons are going to get some serious looking too.
And those penetrative sync drives, I wasn't using them, and we're going to get them. We get 2 every week. Those can go on the dragons as well. And considering the dragons take missile damage as well, more survival. Good stuff. Oh, and it makes them faster too.
Okay. I guess the only slight barrier there is for the. Oh no, there's tokens for the lead as well, isn't there?
Oh yes.
Yeah, there's 10 for that and 20 for the regular. Dragons. That's like 6 million in total to get all of the tokens for those.
And to be fair, I don't think you need all of that to refit your dragons. We're only talking about 3 specials at most. So 2 to 3 days per ship should be fine if you're on a budget.
The other thing too, they said in BP next week that there'll be more limited armors and flagship weapons. So, you know, I'm well and truly focused on my dragons and you know, getting the FM done and just trying to get through it, because you know, if they're putting more in it again, you know, it's going to be another $25 million FM raid. 25 million point FM raid, but
and those 7 tabs are coming soon.
Yeah.
When the tabs hit, you might have had the $25 million FM raid, or perfectly correct.
Well, I bloody hope not.
Yeah, I mean, my Praetorians, it's just a blank hole with one single weapon on it at the moment. You know, I'm not, you know, because we don't know what's dropping. Again, there's always constant upgrades and changes with things. So it's like, just get at least 4 ready for VXP weekend, you know. That's all I'm planning on doing. I don't know about the rest of you guys.
Yeah, I'm the same. And I don't think I'll even, you know, I'm just put a little bit of VXP on them. I'm not going to, because they've got such a bloody long base repair anyway. So, like, to me, I'm looking at that fleet being ready in probably 3 months. I'm not rushing to get that out or anything like that. So I'd much rather concentrate and, you know, improve what I've got.
Yeah, I'm hoping to have it a little faster than that, I guess. Oh my, but maybe not. I mean, I guess that's what it is. I mean, it's a long ass build. They didn't give us a break on that. So, and we're gonna have new armors, new weapons, new. Who knows how many new. So I'm with you all on that. I'm building them blank. I'm gonna rank them, and then go slow. And I think that's the good plan, you know.
And let's not forget the Praetorian, unlike a lot of our older ships, has 6 armor slots. And that's one, you know, the cheapest one we have is a day and a half per. And they can go up to 1 day, 19 hours per armor plate. That's 10 days per hull alone, right there. Yeah, nasty.
Yeah. Well, I just saw you say in chat that it was like 110 days or something. So that kind of works out to about 3 months. So
yeah. Right.
Oh, and that's if you get it 100. And that's if you get it 100% right.
Yes.
And you don't need any of the upgrades, because you know upgrades are coming.
And that's using build times on all the old stuff that we got, as far as the extra specials and the armors and whatnot. God only knows what they're going to be coming out with new and what the build time on that's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the other thing is those bloody limited missile armors are so expensive, and the corrosive ones that, man, like 4 million points per limited armor. So it's craziness. It's the hull, it's the special, it's the weapon twice. So yeah. But that's the same price they were last time. So it's just insane. So.
What's the next hull coming out in the next after this Nemesis mess?
Ain't skirmish next?
Gonna be a sub again?
Well, that wasn't last time.
I love them bat raids. They come out with them too late, too quick.
Yeah. Well, from my point of view, I am so bloody sick of subs.
Me too, y'all.
I'm sick of them.
Any way possible they could change that sub raid to something else, I'd be all for it. But I just don't like subs.
Yeah, I'm just bored with them. I think that's my problem. I don't like. I quite like them, but it's just I'm just over them.
Well, because of them subs got me banned from talking on the daggum forum over there with damn Rampage. I told that song on like it was, boycott this mother effer. I ain't fooling with these daggum subs. Took me off. I've been off this circuit for 10 years, almost, well, about 8 years now.
I was going to say, if you've got a 12-year badge, you're doing well because you'd be going around.
Well, right at 4.5 years I've been away from it. Of the 8 years I've been playing.
Very good. So does anyone have anything else to say about the raid or anything else that's been going on this week?
Not really.
Not really. It just grind.
Yeah, I mean, as you know, I can do the 104s, but yeah, the with the Saturns, but the 106s are painful. They do hurt. You know.
Oh yeah. So everybody's saying this: if we have somebody with the Saturns to go out and take out the ghost crawlers in a bigger sets, we should be able to do them with our Nemesis, no problem.
Yes, sir.
That's what I've heard. They go in there and just prep out that ghost crawler, and then it's a easy peasy cakewalk after that with the Nemesis. But that's what I've just heard.
I've seen it, but I didn't experience it.
Okay, we got one member that's got the Saturns.
If you were going to build a Saturn, what's the minimum amount of Saturns you need to kill that ghost crawler?
2.
Can you do it? Can you do it with 1?
I've heard 2.
You got to draw it in. So
does it need to be the flagship or just any 2?
Yeah, I think it needs the flag. I mean, because I know if I separate one away from the group, I don't get that aura. I seem to get that aura when only the flag's with the group. That actually starts hitting everything as they come through. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the way it's worked for me. You know, if you go over the shrouded ships, and you want to start, like, you can kill them that are under the clouds, yeah, but you can't just take a single Saturn and get it within your range and start killing those. It has to be that the flagship has to be with them to start knocking everything down. That's what I've found anyway. You know.
So we're saying we're going to need the flagship to at least take out the ghost crawler?
I would have thought so.
Okay, we're going to give it a shot and see what happens.
I don't think for the ghost crawler you need the flagship, no. If you want to take out the shrouded ships, you need the flagship, but I don't think to take out the ghost crawler you do.
If you could take out them ghost crawlers out of every daggum target you go in, you may not blitz it, but the Nemesis can take out the rest of that crap.
Correct.
Because I can go this. I tried this, the Nemesis. I just doing an 83 a while ago when I was talking. I was listening in. And I'm going to tell you what, that Nemesis, they'll take out every daggum thing else but that ghost crawler. If I could have had that ghost crawler right there, I wouldn't have took a speck of damage.
Are you trying to get the pylons with the pink flag, though?
Well, yeah, I know if you kill it, that's extreme. That's his strength.
Yeah.
That pylon's a little bit far away on that 83.
Okay.
Too bad rockets don't work like they used to.
I don't know. I didn't even try that, Shane.
Well, I mean, the hit points nowadays on these buildings and stuff, you ain't got even your extra large bunker buster ain't gonna hurt that son bitch. I can almost guarantee. Rockets
Probably
are
not.
probably worthless now, you know.
Probably so.
Yeah, I think I build 2 rockets now, you know, and that's the stuns, you know, and the the depth charge.
Yeah.
That's the only 2 rockets I build in my base now, you know.
Oh, by the way, I am looking for some alliance members if anybody's interested.
Cool. One of the things that chat suggested too is to reach out in world comms and see if you can get any help there to prep them.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking.
Yeah, I've seen guys in my world comms offer, you know, if anybody needs any help, just send me a message.
Yeah, I mean it's not a bad raid because what we in this particular raid, yeah, you're winning an FM fleet and stuff like that. You're not winning ships to go and bust their bases with.
Yeah.
So people don't mind helping quite as much, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Yeah, there is some people out there willing to help. They've thrown out the offers and stuff, so it don't hurt to ask.
Yeah, I mean, I got help. I got help just all the way through it. It was amazing. So, and I didn't, you know, so there are good players out there and good people still out there and good friends still playing the game.
Right.
It might also be worth, Joey, going and seeing if you can find any videos of the 83 and the 81 and see if there's, you know, a different technique or something like that. So the pylons are the key to it all. So
Right. Well, I did. That's how I learned. That's how I saw that. How to, you know, I've been kind of looking at a few videos.
cool.
Actually, I need to look at a video of a 106 again because it's so long. I did do some earlier. But yes, well, now I've got the U3 Saturns. I want to see, because I forgot, I want to see where the clouds are again and everything and see how, you know, how I can use that.
I saw somebody do a 102 for 51-second damage with Nemesis.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's why I've gone back to hitting the 102s. So I made sure that I, you know, worked out the 104 and 106 for the next raid. But to me, like we said at the start, it's much quicker for me just to keep on hitting 102s because I'll get my points a lot quicker doing it that way than you know, fiddling around in the higher targets. So I know I can do them, so I just don't need to worry about it. So, and I'm not particularly worried about the shards from the weapons and stuff like that. So that's how I'm doing it.
Yeah, well, I just found one on the 83.
I've got 20, 104s banked at the moment. So now, like, you know, soon I suppose I better go and get some 106s and then they'll be worth 750k every one I hit. So it'd be worth going out and getting a few of those soon.
Yeah, stacking's certainly a good idea and the way to go. I guess the other thing is raid.
Now I remember that sucker.
Are you doing this live, Joey?
Yes.
All right.
With the
I
change.
remember that 83 now.
Go on.
Actually, I might as well go and have a peek in at 106.7 because my fleet's repaired. It's just this computer's on the opposite side of the screen to the other computer is. So I've got 3 screens here, you know. So it's like the orientation's different for me as well.
Might have to be ambidextrous.
Yeah. Let's go and have a look at 106. I just want to see what the clouds are and stuff in it.
I know one of the things that I did too, once I worked out, I mean, obviously it's different because you guys are driving Saturns, but once I worked out the, how to lay the mines, because I was expecting them to come out on their own, and obviously I was wrong there. So as I stack, when you start off in the cloud, as I'm stacking, I just target something else, like target one of the ships, and then that's where you can start mines and trapping them and all that sort of stuff. So
I'm going to refresh. I couldn't even move the map.
I couldn't either.
Yeah, my lag's been pretty good yesterday, but today it seems
today it's rough.
Yeah,
Lag's been terrible on my end. I think they try to do too much.
Well, as they've lost like 4/5 of the player base, you'd have thought the leg would have sort of sorted itself out now. You know?
Blow the daggum server up.
Well, with less players, it means that they can turn the servers down. So it's
It'd be nice if they would turn it down.
No, I mean,
no. The turning down is not good. They need to turn it up. You
I
don't
think
want more lag.
Bit to get it a little stronger because I crashed.
You need faster servers with a higher bandwidth, so they can
Exactly.
go through them. You know, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Is there anything else anyone wanted to cover, or you're all happy and said what you want to say, and you want to head back to raiding, or?
First Game of Thrones was fun.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head back to raid time and see if I can't get a little seat time here and try to figure out some of these targets.
If you have a second.
You know when you're just trying to load up
Why
this
did they take off base on the raids? Why did they take our relocation away? I think that is so stupid. I just want to ask that question.
I don't know, but it's always been that way. Jumping has always been turned off during raid time.
Oh, I know that, but what I'm
I
saying,
don't know why, but I mean it's been like that from the beginning, so I guess that's why it's still like that.
I wish we could get that.
Originally, it was that way because only the top so many people in a world would get prizes in the raid, so they didn't want you jumping around from world to world.
That's right. I remember that. Yeah.
And it just stayed that way ever since then.
Okay. I didn't know. I kind of wondering what the deal was on that.
Yeah, because in theory, with the rolling, well, not in theory, with the rolling start times, you could, wait till the raid's almost finished, then jump to the next world, then jump to the next world.
Well, look, none of y'all's close to me. I want to find out where y'all gonna be on the next raid, and I might jump kind of close there. If I need a little help, I might holler at one of y'all.
There you go.
Just let me know where y'all may find out where everybody is and try to get over that way.
Well, by the sound, everyone's spread all over everywhere. So
I don't even know close. I ain't hear about close to none of y'all.
So,
but I think we got somebody in our world is doing big targets with them Saturn. So I'm gonna try to run up on him and see if he won't come down there and start prepping a few for us.
In the April CM diary, they gave us a very nice calendar for the next, looks like all the way through June. And in the next update that's coming up next, 9/20, we're also supposed to be getting some new mega hull content and new building content and price adjustments as well. So, any mega hull drivers here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
to
them for
do
a third.
something.
Nothing but a piece of junk, if you ask me.
I was gonna say if we have anybody who's driving their mega hulls, they're a fucking hacker.
Exactly. You can't drive the damn thing. You know, just set the suckers in the water and let them go. You know, I think that's stupid. If they're gonna give us a ship, let it move.
Well, in that mega hull thing, I did. Okay, it don't move, but at least let me throw a fleet in there and drive
Yeah,
just like
no
my
doubt.
guys would be able to do. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
no doubt.
that's the worst thing I hate about the mega hulls is you're the guy, you initiate the battle and then you just sit there and watch everybody else like a dumb shit. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
man, what the fuck?
Or
I
at
mean,
least let me
they
click
put a
on
fleet in there.
module and have it target something.
So let me put a fleet in it.
Yeah, it'd be nice if you could target too, because I mean, it don't shoot at what you want it to. That's for damn sure.
Well, heck, I mean, I think that was so stupid. Somebody else has got to be online with you and hitting the daggone meg, you know, and you try to get in to defend your mega hull. Well, hell, you can't even get a fleet in there.
Well, that was the whole deal about it, trying to get community battles going. You know,
Yeah.
to have a friend with you. That was the whole kind of premise. But for the owner, it just sucks.
It sucks. You
You
just
know,
got to watch your meg get ripped.
So
Yeah, you just got to watch your meg get ripped.
I was going to say, Chuck in chat also brought up the shipyard auto repair, which is going to be a good thing finally. I don't know why it's taken this long, but it's good that it's finally there. So, yeah.
Well, right. Has anybody ever found out we're going to get another shipyard to refit stuff in?
well,
No.
last time they did that,
That question.
Go on, say dry dock, I dare you. Say it
I would
again,
say-
motherfucker.
I'd say it again and say it again. I mean, it ain't like we're asking for much.
well, we can sit here and go, I wish they'd give us a yard to upgrade our ships in, but didn't we have something already called like a retro lab that ship was supposed to go off in?
Yeah.
Or maybe even they come up later on and come up with this what's it called, a foundry?
Yeah.
You know,
And not
where
even-
you're supposed to be able to upgrade ships in, but what happened?
and not even using it. I mean, it's up there just to be there, just for space. I mean, why not use it? Why not use the retro lab? That's what I was wondering. Retro lab, the foundry. I mean, come on. Then they come up with this crap.
Because if they had used the retro lab or the foundry, people wouldn't be spending $9.99 or $19.99 right now to upgrade those fucking boats. That's exactly why they didn't use either one of those.
Or 20. No, that's the truth. It is. You're
It's
right.
probably true them money greedy mother effers. I could tell you that. I could call every one of them. That's all they want all the time is money, 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 money.
Oh yeah.
I quit the name and call it that mess.
I
Called
say,
intelligence.
I say next month is going to be the same great deal. I really think so. There's going to be a great offer again.
Well, maybe next month I might jump on that deal because I mean it is going to be a good deal. I didn't have to get it this time.
I mean, to be honest, that 25 days worth of builds and those little extras for that $20, that is an awesome deal.
It is.
But
was.
having to do it is the fucked up thing.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you got to do it.
And to be honest, I think you can thank that $20 million AI bullshit they got for that. The way things are going for the pressure now. And it's, you know, like I said, it is a damn good deal. It just sucks that you have to fucking fall back on it to do it that way, you know.
Right.
It's pay to play, and that's not what this game was built on.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was going to say. Has anybody heard anything about the 2020 deadline on Kids Eye?
There's no deadline.
Well,
There won't
2020 is when it's not going to support this stuff no more, but it might still work, but eventually it's going to break down the Flash to play these kind of games on because nobody's going to support it.
Right. That's what I've been hearing.
There's still a generic Flash built into a lot of browsers.
Yeah,
So
it's-
it'll run
it's-
on it, you know.
It's not just suddenly going to be like the Millennium Bug where the world
Yeah,
dies.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to come
Worse
to.
and worse.
What was
I
that,
thought
sorry, Shane?
Oh, well, I mean, on Flash, it'll definitely get worse and worse after 2020 because nobody's going to be doing nothing with it.
Yeah.
But ain't that what that HTML5 is for or whatever?
Well, they
Yeah.
say
This game, it's not going to help this game, but I'm just saying going forward in time.
Well, they say that Adobe 10 is going to be coming out. No, Adobe 10 Plus is coming out in 2020. What I've been hearing.
Yeah, I try to avoid most Adobe programs.
I didn't have no other choice. That's the only one I could get on to even get to play this game. It's Adobe Flash. I didn't know other. I tried Kid's Eyes Flash, and every time I was in that Flash player, I mean, I'd crash so much. I just got out of it. I'd crash more there than I would here.
Has everybody upgraded all their turrets all the way since we got that really nice reduction on build time?
No,
Yeah, I finished mine off.
Yeah, mine's all up to 8 and 9 now. I'm trying to get them all up to 10 now.
Yeah, I'd already done mine ages ago before that anyway. So
I'm not gonna lie, I even added a couple turrets back. You know, because I did that mass delete thing. I don't know if everybody's aware or not.
Refactor because of refactor and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's going down to like 3 or 4 turrets.
yeah, I'm that guy.
go ahead, Ross.
And so I'm back up to, I don't know, you know, I probably have 14 or so turrets, probably, maybe not that many, I guess. But I'm slowly building them back up. Yeah.
I'd have to log in more than once or twice a week to have all mine done.
I don't have a warehouse over level 15. And so that's something.
Hopefully, with those new build times, they're going to be looking at stuff like that. Because I saw, I can't remember where it was, and I know, you know, we've talked before about the uranium and titanium generators and that sort of thing. But some of the older turrets and that sort of thing, or not turret weapons, you know, are taking so long to fit. It's just craziness. So they really need to go back and look at that. And if they can go back and look at, you know, changing the defense stats on ships that nobody's used for years, I'm sure they can look at redoing some of those build times because it's craziness.
I'd much rather reduce ship builds than building builds. Honestly, I don't need my buildings to play the game, but I sure need my boats to play the game.
That's true.
Well, who didn't like the daggum idea of baiting us on these big ass weapons? They gave us over a million, 3 million points, and then nuke them down to 225 and 800. That's what ticked me off.
We
go and spend all the big ass coins to get these damn things, and then 2 weeks later they gave us a Ferrari, and then after that gone they gave us a Volkswagen.
Well, in my opinion, it's not that they even. I used to get so mad they'd nerf stuff or change stuff, and I really got to a point where I'm really now to a point where I figured it out, and it's just that they don't know what they're doing totally. We're still the testing phase. We're still in 8-year beta type because that's what we're obviously that way.
I think honestly you're being generous. I think we're more in 8-year alpha than we are beta.
But you know what I mean? They're saying that themselves they even have to adjust quarterly to their own game. That's just crazy. So it's because of lack of testing and lack of knowledge on their own product, and that's a simple answer to that. What is going on? They don't test or know enough ahead of time prior to releasing a product to have those things worked out for you. So we're going to continually see that. That's kind of part of that's kind of how they work. That's part of Pixeye. And even now that they come out forward and said that they're going to even make quarterly adjustments is just acknowledging that, so just to adjust your gameplay accordingly and know that, and don't be pissed off.
Well, it's not that I'm mad. I just get, they bait us in to get these big weapons that they come out with. We get them in our base, and we do pretty good for the first 2 weeks. And after they come out with a new base fleet, well, we right back to drawing board.
Yeah, well, that's kind of, we're going to continually to see these waves of up and down. I really think they are. And if you don't see them, then in my opinion, they didn't plan that right. That's just adjust accordingly. Don't get overly upset. Don't refinance your house for coins, that type of thing. Spend what you're willing to spend on entertainment if you're finding entertainment. If you're not finding entertainment, back down the spending is what I'd like to say. If you are not, if you're not finding it, right, and make those coins go longer or farther. I still am purchasing coins. I didn't for a very, very, very long time. I did on one of the last offers. That does not mean that I spend them or I go crazy or, I'm planning on hopefully, make. I just am not giving up the game tomorrow is basically what I'm saying. And so, but I'm not done with coining either. I'm spending my money a little bit smarter. I like the deals that they have had recently. So, it's like it's a catch-22. I don't like needing to get them or feeling like I need to get them. But and I do. I feel like I need that to advance myself. So
on the base perspective, I mean, my base is like obviously like most people, but it's a constant evolution anyway. It always has been, because you have to keep adapting. You're not going to have a base that will sit there for 6 months, a year, and not get broken anymore like you could have years ago. Nowadays it's a week or two, a few weeks before, and you have to change it again at best. I think it is a constant evolution on base defense, which is it makes the game more interesting from a defender and attacking point of view if you like PvP. For those that don't like it, it's a pain in the arse, I suppose. But for those of us that do, it makes it more interesting.
Yeah, I mean the goalposts have changed constantly in this game. Since day one. So I guess it's just the way that you react to it. I am also going to go there because we are kind of on that subject. But the other thing I would say too is maybe some people might need to calm their ego as well, because the way they're feeding kicks has implications with the way that everybody else has to play this game. So we've seen now that you can only gift if you're over gift gold if you're only over a level 100 because of the way that people have been playing, and that's just sheer ego. And man,
well,
the shit that's been going down has been incredible.
I think that was because of those buyback things. People were sending money to their main alt and then doing buybacks on their alt accounts.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what it was. So the low-level alts were sending gold to their main and then charging it back. So, oh man,
Fraud.
Yeah, pretty
Fraud,
much.
what it is. It's fraud.
And it's incredible over the years the lengths that players go to to be number one. And
I would just like to take this opportunity to say bye, Wangbo.
Yeah.
And anyone else who is doing it as well, because thanks very much. You've fucked it for everyone, but that's how life goes sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I've always played straight on this account and everything. Well, every account that I'd had, you know what I mean? So I've got a little and that. But I've never done that. I mean, and I did at one stage do a cashback, but I hadn't spent any of that gold yet. I mean, I had, not being funny, I had about like nearly 10k gold because I took some big offers that they had months and months back. But then they did a refactor. They did something, I forget what it was, and it just pissed me off at the time. And I thought, you know what, fuck this. I took that much back, and I still had about like nearly $3,000 unspent. So I hadn't spent that money, yeah. And to be honest with you, I bought a few more since anyway. So, but I was just at that time, I was just really pissed off. So the actual cashback that I did was actually from this, my only main account, because the other account, I don't call it an account, it's a level 8, and it was just a little spine account that I built years ago to plonk in another sector before alliances were even built, and I could spy on their comms.
Yeah.
I remember those days. He's a spy.
That account is called Sector Spy. Subtle, you know what I mean?
But
Subtle like a brick.
Yeah.
I did notice in the leaderboards that certain alliance stopped tipping Kicks Eye so much this event. So something changed.
Yeah. I thought it was probably a bit early to call that, but it will. I'd certainly be keeping an eye on the leaderboard for the next sort of few events and see what happens, because
That would be the same alliance that doing really well in all the previous raids, and we were fighting during the last bounty. Yeah,
possibly. Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, that was
So, too many events for me. I can't keep up with them.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
There's
All
one
right,
every
well, I reckon we've been rattling on long enough, so we've got raid time that's running out, and I still want some points. So this is your last chance. So if there's anything you want to quickly talk about, otherwise I'm going to say we've probably gone on long enough.
Yep, I think that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna go give me some raid time.
Cool beans.
Sounds good. Fire it on, everyone.
Check out the Game of Thrones webcast if you haven't yet. It was a good time.
And
All right, everyone, take care. Let's get back.
Ross's great quote: "Pirate on everyone."
That's right.
I think we'll leave it there. All right, very good. Hopefully, thanks for watching and sticking with us in chat. If you want, like the video, send your friends to the page, all that normal shit that we say. And good luck in the raid. I hope people get what they want, and obviously what you see value in is up to you, and there's multiple ways of doing it. And thanks everyone for all the vids that have been done, because it helps the community quite a lot. So,
Few tips. Yeah, good tips.
yep. Cool beans. All right, good luck everyone, and I guess we'll see you all next week. And have a good week in Battle Pirates.
Will be.
Adios. Arrivederci. Auf Wiedersehen. See you
Good
next
night,
time.
everyone.
Have a good day.
Peace,
Good night, everyone, and good luck.
Good evening. Good afternoon.
Oh, just push the fucking button, for Christ's sake.
No, I'm going to drag this on as long as possible. All right, see y'all.
Yeah.